Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I've said that. Well, what can I say? I say it every time. Life's just been busy, y'all. And when you're working full-time and momming full-time and you don't want to be on your phone or camera or computer or social media all the time when you're in front of your child, you know, it's hard to get this stuff done. But hello, we're back. And if you can't already tell from the title of this video, we're moving again. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know that just over a year ago, it's honestly probably only like 6 videos back, we moved like just over a year ago. And so you may have a lot of questions, you know, why are we moving again? Did we finally buy a house? All these exciting things we will get to. Well, it took a while to get Chloe down for her nap this morning. It took about an hour. So by the time she got down, I was so hungry for lunch, so I finished watching church service, ate my lunch, and then I was just getting ready. Like, I got my boxes over here. I was gonna start boxing up the shelf, and then I turn on the baby monitor, and it was facing the wall, which usually means that she got up and played with it. You can barely see her in here. But yep, she's sitting up, playing with her llama. She's been down not even an hour. So we're gonna see if she'll put herself back to sleep. I'm gonna try and work on this, but we'll see how much I actually get done. I tell you, moving with a toddler, moving with an infant last year, she was 3 months when we moved, that was a struggle because she refused to be put down. And so it was literally only one of us could work at a time. But this year it's like a whole different thing because I'll be able to pack with her playing up here, but she wants to help, and she likes taking stuff out of the boxes and then putting other stuff in the boxes. You know, we're gonna give ourselves some grace for that. So cut the chit chat and we'll see how much I can get done before she gets angry.
Where's your shark? They're back here.
Baby. Well, hi.
This.
Hello friends. So same day, later in the afternoon, but I'm so excited. I want to share a little mini grocery haul with you. So we're at the point now, we're 2 weeks out from the move. We're not trying to buy a ton of groceries. Don't put that on your face, please. Nope. You don't need concealer. Your face is already perfect. She really likes my concealer for some reason. So yeah, we've been only trying to buy like what we need for like meal planning, what we need for that week, and not a ton of other pantry staples, which is weird for us. Our pantry is getting very bare, but we're like not trying to move a ton of cases, you know? So anyways, went to the store today and I was watching, yeah, a while back I came across, I think her name's Fun Frugal Fit Mom or something on YouTube. And she's local here in Utah and she does like, yeah, she has like 5, 7 kids, something like that. So it's just like grocery shopping for a big family on a budget. And she went to Smith's, which is, if you're from the Pacific Northwest like me, it's like a Safeway, like a Kroger, something along those lines. And she was getting all these crazy clearance deals, and I was like, no, ma'am. I've never looked for that there before. So I did that today, and I got some steals. So I've been really wanting to make cookies lately, but I just have not had the time. So got some bakery cookies, banana walnut chocolate chip, $1.80 for a dozen. Yes, please. Twist my arm. Along with that, a candy apple. It is end of September. Candy apple with nuts, 45 cents. This will be Mama's treat tonight. I was already planning on making a bacon corn chowder. I'll grab the cookbook. It's from the Hope's Table cookbook. She's a Mennonite social media. I forget if she has YouTube or if she's just on Instagram. But yeah, the Hope's Table cookbook. There's a bacon corn chowder in there. And so we're gonna have that this week. So then I found this loaf. It is a La Brea cheese semin, I'm reading upside down, semolina loaf. Anyways, it looks really good. So like a 3-cheese loaf. And so we'll have that to dip in the bacon corn chowder. It's gonna be so good. Yes, it's still like high 70s, low 80s right now, but I'm working with what I got in my kitchen and in my pantry, and that is what's working out for the week. So last week I got cream cheese and some other stuff for bagels because I work from home like 3 days a week and Jordan works from home 2 days a week. And I was like, oh, why have I not been stocking bagels? Because then we can have them for like mid-morning snacks, for lunches, you know, make a sandwich out of it, whatever. Well, last week I bought some and they went bad within like 2 days. Like they were moldy. And I was so mad because I think we both had, I think he had like one of his. Mine lasted a little bit longer because they were the sugary cinnamon raisin ones. So that fended off the mold a little longer. One moment, not in the mouth, not in the mouth. And so we're trying this again because I have all the stuff still. I found a bag of assorted bagels, 80 cents, y'all. 80 cents for, I mean, it's 5 bagels, but we already got the cream cheese and all the other stuff. So this is gonna be some like breakfasts and lunches this week. So I was so excited. I know that's only like 4 items, but grand total, let me do some quick math, like maybe $5 for all of those things. That is insane. Please. Yeah, well, the tiny human wants to listen to Wheels on the Bus again, which I will oblige. And then we're heading over to our new soon-to-be landlord's house to sign all the paperwork. So Jordan's heading back from golfing with some friends right now. So when he gets home, we're gonna head over there. So we'll check back with you later. Okay, so first things first, why are we moving again? So we absolutely love this house. We would stay in it if it weren't for some of the issues. So like I said, love the house. All the spaces are perfect. There's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, exactly what we need right now. Open concept down here, big kitchen, like all the things that we love, right? Well, the main thing that we love is the community that it's in. So it has all kinds of parks and walking trails. We can walk through like the nature trails. We can go through the neighborhood trails. We can walk around the lake. There's all kinds of different gorgeous trails. I'm always posting them on Instagram stories if you guys follow me there. Me and Chloe go for walks like once a day, and Jordan doesn't have to worry about us. It's super safe, and yeah, that's just been a dream. But with a neighborhood like that, with all those amenities, there's HOAs. And the HOA has gone up multiple times since we first moved in here, and our rent has increased because of that, $300, almost $400 in 1 year. And you know, when we have more children, Lord willing, I would like to be staying home. So we can't be in a place where our rent is gonna go up $300, $400 every single year. Granted, who knows? Maybe if we stayed here, it would never go up again. Not likely. But yeah, so that's just been not great. Not huge fans of our landlord. And we're just like, okay, if we're paying this much per month, we would rather be in a place where we can really like put down roots, be there for a while, because we're still not buying a house. To answer question number 2, no, we did not buy a home. We are renting again, but it is honestly the most perfect scenario. So if you guys have been following along, we were in a little 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath duplex when Chloe was born. Then we moved in here when she was about 3 months old. And this new place, y'all, we're in a 3-story townhome right now. So we went duplex, townhome. The new place is a single family home in a brand new little cul-de-sac. And we are so excited that Chloe is gonna get a house with a yard and a mailbox and just like all those, white picket fence things. We're really excited. But yeah, so how it all came to be, it was a pretty incredible situation. So we are in a suburb of Salt Lake City, for those of you that don't know, and it is very expensive here. When we first moved here, we thought it was expensive because we came from Idaho and we were used to paying it's crazy to think about now. Me and my friend Kristen, who is married to Jordan's best friend, that's a whole nother story. Me and her rented a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, and I think it was $650 a month, but then we split it 2 ways. So we each paid like $325, I guess it'd be $325 a month for rent. So then when me and Jordan moved here and we had to up our budget to $1,200 a month, we're like, oh my gosh, wow, that's so expensive, $600 each, And then, life happened and people continued to move here, and now you're hard pressed to get anything for under $2,000 a month. So that's the market that we're in. So how we ended up with this house, brand new house, beautiful house. Oh, I'm so excited for you to see it. Really, I just thank the good Lord that my husband is a social butterfly, because that's really how this all kind of fell into our lap. So all the HOA hikes were happening here. We kind of knew we might not be wanting to re-sign our lease, but weren't sure what that was going to look like. And then one of Jordan's friends, we had known for a while that him and his wife had bought a plot of land in a development and they were building a house. And we're like, oh, that's so awesome for you guys. So exciting, whatever. Well, came to find out his parents bought the lot next door and we're like, hey, we'll buy a house or build a house here and then we'll rent it out, just, building assets and whatnot. And so it just got casually mentioned to Jordan of like, oh yeah, our parents bought the one next to us, they're gonna rent it out, but they only rent out to people they know, so whatever. And so me and Jordan were just like, oh, interesting, in the back of our mind, like, I wonder like what kind of house they're gonna build, how much it's gonna go for, I wonder if we could move in there, and it just kind of like rolled around for a while. And it's so funny because that happened, and then a couple months went by, and I just found myself, like, it would come to my mind and I would just pray, like, Lord, if this house is for us, then just like, let it be. Like, that would be really amazing if we were able to get into a single family home in this market, like in our price range, like that would be amazing. But I mean, if that's not your will, whatever, your will be done. So a few months go by and Jordan happens to run into his friend's parents, kind of got to chatting with them, and he just kind of threw it out there like, hey, we might be interested if you guys don't already have someone lined up, and just kind of planted that seed. Well, all that to say, the house was being built and they reached back out to us and were like, hey, how interested are you guys? We were like, well, obviously we have to know how much it's gonna cost and, bedrooms, bathrooms, all those kind of specs. And so she sent us the floor plans and we looked at them, and it's the exact same amount of spaces as our current home. It's got the 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and big garage, open floor plan, all that good stuff. But this one is actually a single level, so like a ranch style, so no stairs, which is gonna be nice for us. Chloe will be sad because she loves doing the stairs here. But we're like, yeah, space-wise, that works great. We had a meeting with them, talked about budget, because we were like, man, this is a brand new build in a brand new community. Found out in that meeting it's gonna be a gated community, and we're like, man, there's no way this is gonna be in our price range. Like, it'd be cool if it worked out, but I don't think we're gonna be able to afford it. So we came into the meeting and we like gave them our budget, and they're like, well, you know, we could probably make more renting to someone else, but we really want to rent to you guys, so we'll make it work in your budget. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're really gonna get to move in here. Like, that is so exciting. We had already, before the meeting with them, even when it was still a construction site, we had gone there and just like walked around. I may or may not have a photo that I'll insert if I can find it. But it was like basically just the studs. And we're like, wow, this could be our living room. This could be our kitchen. Like, we walked around all the spaces and we're just like, man, I hope this works out. And yeah, we had that meeting with them and it worked out. And so we're going to be moving into a brand new build. It is stunning. Like, God is so good, because it's like down to the tiniest details, just little things. Like, Jordan and I have always loved green lower cabinetry in kitchens. And we saw that they put in the island, they like sent a photo, and the island lower cabinets, it's all green. And we're like, man, that is like such a specific detail that we've always loved that God placed in that house. And we are just so excited. I can't wait to show it to you. It is so beautiful. There's no other way we could have ended up in this house if it had not unfolded the way that it did. So that was a really long story, but that is how this house came to be. So it was a little stressful because, you know, it's currently being built right now. And so backtrack about 3 months ago is when our lease was up, end of June. And so our landlord, who I mentioned we don't love, had been mentioning like, hey, do you guys want to re-sign? Do you want to go month to month? Like, here's all your options. Let me know what you want to do. Well, the house stuff was still kind of in its infancy, but we felt really strongly about it. And so we're like, you know what? I really don't want to re-sign for another year here, but the house isn't going to be built till end of September. Let's go month to month. Let's go ahead and do that. So we told our landlord that, and we're like, we'd like to go month to month through end of September. He freaks out. He was like, I have never done month to month that long. Like that, I don't like that. I don't know if I can do that. And we're like, well, you offered month to month. So like, what were you thinking? And he's like, I have never had anyone do month to month for more than a month. And I was like, first of all, that's not month to month. That is month. So if you're going to offer month to month, you got to know what that means. And he's like, oh, I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to have to think about it. I only like doing changeover of tenants in the summer. So I don't know if that's going to work. And we're like, okay, well, our lease is up in 10 days. So we're not going to be out in 10 days. So anyways, that was a stressful week in our life. But we honestly came to this conclusion where we're like, okay, he can't kick us out in 10 days. So worst case scenario, we have one more month here. And then we're like, we'll take like a gap month or two, move our stuff into storage, have like a homeless month. And I was like, we'll do a road trip. Like, I can work fully remote. So like, me and Chloe can go to my parents' house. We can go to Jordan's parents' house. We can, you know, do a little road trip through the Pacific Northwest. And we were like, think how much we'll save not paying rent or like utilities for 2 months or whatever. And so I was honestly getting kind of excited about that option. But then something just changed, and our landlord came back to us and was like, yeah, guys, that's totally cool. Go ahead and stay through end of September. I'll have the new tenants move in October 1st. And we're like, okay, why was that so hard? But yeah, all of that happened. Today, as we sit here, is September 15th. The house is not finished yet. It's on track, but this is the hard part. So it is currently being built. They sent us a timeline of like, okay, we've got lights going in, countertops going in, just like finishing the paint. All that stuff is planned for the next 2 weeks to be done by the end of the month. However, with all of that stuff, they also have to have all the inspections done and like pass those before we can move anything in. Also, the end of the month is on a Saturday. So there's a lot up in the air. That's where we're at. It's kind of stressful. Well, good morning, friends. It is moving day 1. So as you know, I work for a footwear company. So the warehouse has tons of boxes. So a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, I'm going to get ahead of the game. I'm going to go to the warehouse because I go to the office once a week. So I was like, after I work my day, I'm going to go to the warehouse, get a bunch of boxes, bring them home. We'll have them ready to go. That was 2 weeks ago. I forgot. Well, then I was like, not a problem because I have next week. Go to the office on Monday. I'll get some boxes. Went to the office this Monday. Totally forgot. Wouldn't have been a problem. But then Chloe was sick. So we kept her home from daycare the next 2 days, so I have not had an opportunity to go back and pick up boxes until today at 8 a.m. and the movers come at 1. So, got some boxes to pick up. It should be fine because the movers are just here for the big stuff. They're probably not even going to be taking any boxes, but, you know, it's crunch time. So, got the big old truck, and I'm going to go get some boxes. Okay, moving day 2. It's like 4 o'clock. Haven't done many updates yet, but we're cruising. Highly recommend if you're moving, do a multi-day situation, because yesterday moving all the big stuff and getting pretty much everything packed up was so good. So then today we've just been continuing with the packing, but then also Jordan had 2 friends come over. We have a trailer. They have trailers like the little flatbed ones. So we've been able to just load them up, bring them over here. This is second trip. And so then after this one, me and Jordan will be going back to the house and we'll do like all the like little knick-knacky things. We have some like dishes in the sink from Chloe and I's meals today. So like wash those dishes, bring those over, like all that kind of stuff. And we should be able to be here by a decent time. Luckily, I think I mentioned our landlord is letting us have until noon tomorrow, even though technically it's the 1st, but it's a Sunday. So nothing else is happening. The new people aren't moving in because they're not moving in till the following month. So he's giving us tomorrow morning to clean. So we may do some cleaning tonight. We'll see. But yeah, it's cruising along. I'm so excited that we're actually gonna be sleeping here tonight. I don't know how well Chloe's going to sleep tonight. She already didn't sleep great last night, I think because like all the stuff was taken off the walls in her bedroom and things were starting to look different, feel different. She's no dummy. She knows something's up. So she'll probably be joining us in bed tonight or for the next few nights, and that's fine. But all right, it's looking blustery, so we're gonna go get in the house. Okay, I have to be a little bit quiet because Chloe's still sleeping. But did you really just move if you're not eating pizza for dinner? Today is moving day 3, third and final day. Haven't picked up the camera because it was a mad dash. Our landlord was kind enough to give us till noon today on the 1st to get everything cleaned, which was honestly a godsend because yesterday we spent the entire day, even with help, spent the entire day packing and getting everything else over to the new house. Even with that, we moved our coolers and forgot to take the food out of the fridge. So had to take the coolers over today, this morning, get all the stuff out of the fridge, clean the fridge, kitchen, bathrooms, walls, all that good stuff, touch up paint and all that. It was a mad dash to get it done by noon, and then my parents were in town for just a couple hours, so we met them over at the new house. They unpacked a couple boxes, got to see Chloe, catch up with them for a bit, which was so nice, and then we've just been trying to do what we can to get a little more settled. It was one thing moving with the 3-month-old. Like, I couldn't do anything because she was one of those babies that needed to be held all the time. Luckily, my in-laws were in town. They did all the cleaning, them and Jordan. This time, I was able to be a little bit more hands-on, but it was just a little bit more stressful because you have to be like listening for the silence of like, what are you getting into? Are you playing with bleach right now? That didn't actually happen, but like, you know, the worries you have. We had to take down the baby gate. So it's like, you're not about to fall down the stairs, are you? She was crawling, she's doing this thing today on the balcony, and she was practicing like stepping up and into the house and then stepping backwards out of the house onto the balcony. There's like a few inches step, but still I was just waiting for her to like try and step backwards, and she catches her foot and falls, and you know, just all the stressful things that happen when you're learning how to use your limbs. So yeah, and then once we got to the new house, she just wants to walk around and explore and get in everything. So Jordan's been a lot more productive than I have been. Haven't really gotten a lot done. Sleeping schedule is obviously thrown off, so the only naps she got today, poor girl. We were at the new house from like 7:30 until noon. Like I said, just crazy cleaning. And so at one point she was getting really fussy, so I put her in the carrier and she took a nap on me, which she hasn't done in a while, but girl was tired. And then she took a nap in her car seat on the way back to the house. And we just went to pick up a pizza. It's like 5, almost 6 o'clock. She is passed out in her car seat again. So I think we'll have dinner, bath time, try and put her down for a nap, or for bed in like an hour, hour and a half. But that is gonna close out the moving vlog. I have so many videos that I want to film for you guys, but again, time has just not been on my side. I was watching someone else's video the other day, and they were like talking about balance and how do you balance being a mom and being on YouTube and all this stuff. And she's like, well, you know, if I have 2 things that need to get done and one's mom or housewife related and one is YouTube, this one always wins. You know, I'm not putting YouTube over my family. And that's definitely been my mindset. However, I do think I need to make a little bit more time in my schedule to get these going again, because I really do love being on YouTube and like making these videos and connecting with you guys. So I'm gonna try and be better about that, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will try and do this. I say this every time. Try and do this more often. I make no promises. I'm just doing this for fun right now. So if you enjoy it, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.